Originally from Odessa, Texas. Grew up there. Started drinking at an early age. I was probably 12 years old when I took my first drink. Never had trouble in school. Never got locked up. Never had any problems with the law or anything. Dad was an oil field guy and had an oil field gig. It allowed me to hide a lot of things. And I was making a lot of money, and I could travel and do things and work long hours. And probably started drugs, opioids for a while. Had some injuries. Go to the doctor, get pain medication, and then I'm buying them off the streets. I like to say I kicked opioids, but in all honesty, I just replaced it with alcohol. Started doing cocaine, other drugs, harder stuff. Moved up in the oil field, working for a big major oil company at the time, and became addicted to meth. And I lost that job and my identity with it. Span of 6 months after losing my job, I was homeless, living on the streets. I left treatment my first time, and I didn't pick up the tools that, treatment teaches you. My last relapse, I used the excuse that at least I wasn't using drugs, and I was up to about a half-gallon of vodka a day, if not more. My girlfriend at the time, she knew I'd been drinking. I was living in sober living. I got away with it one night, and the next morning I woke up, I had the shakes. Couldn't hold nothing down, couldn't even hold water down. I'd be throwing up, and I knew I'd have to take a drink or go get some help, but I didn't want everybody knowing I had relapsed. It's that shame, guilt, some ego involved in there, that I got it together. Went to the liquor store, drank again, try to fight the shakes off. That second day, she sure called the place and told them that I'd been drinking. And they said I just took off walking. I'm that guy that goes missing. You have to send out search parties, I turned my phone off and woke up 3 days later, and there was a bloody throw up around me. Had a bleeding ulcer, and there was mosquitoes all around me. It looked like I had chicken pox. And my eyes were yellow. I was kind of going a little bit jaundice. Of course, I turned on my phone, come save me. She was like, no, you're either going to go ask for help, man up and ask for help, or, die, basically. It was real early in the morning, and I didn't have a car. Didn't have a job at the time. I didn't have money. I had enough money to drink, though. I went and bought some more alcohol to fight off the withdrawal, and I went and asked for help. Came to this place, and what was cool about this place is they didn't judge. They just wanted to see me do well. I used treatment before to kind of duck things, duck problems, duck my life. It was like a vacation to me, vacation from the outside world. I don't have to worry about all that out there. I'm focusing on me, right? This time I was worried about the outside world. I was actually worried about the relationships that I was going to lose. Not just the relationships with my fiance at the time, but the relationships with, my mom, my kids. I finally surrendered and did what people told me to do. I was finally done with drinking and using. I was finally fully surrendered. My way doesn't work anymore. We call it a gift of desperation. It's like, I'm done. I want something other than what is going on, and I don't know what to do. And through the staff, and they were there to love me, and got hooked up in a 12-step fellowship with some solid sponsorship, and worked quickly and thoroughly. 45 days, I had a spiritual awakening, and I realized I didn't want to touch drugs and alcohol ever again. There was something different about me. There's my way of thinking changed. My way of acting changed. I was worried about everybody else. I wasn't worried about myself. I was worried about building a relationship with God from there on out. And it all started here. The basis of it. If it weren't for this place, I would not have the life I have today. Today, my life is total 180. God was calling us to help people and kind of be a part of something bigger. Monday through Thursday is talking at a treatment center, sponsoring a guy, it's doing something. And I love it. I can't get enough of it. As a man, I was taught to, be the rock and stuff, but, sometimes we need to show our emotions. We need to be weak and ask for help. That's truly surrendering. We have a great life today. We have my family members back. I have purpose in life today. This year, I got to give a guy a 1-year chip, and I was thinking back, one of the guys that I've sponsored, I was thinking back, man, me at 1 year and how different it was and how I felt. But it was a bigger blessing giving away that chip and getting to be a part of it and being on the outside, looking in and seeing somebody's life change. And now I know how that staff feels when they get to see people succeed in here.